Welcome back to another episode of Beyond Borders. And we are so excited to have you here as we continue to share powerful digital business success stories from around the world. So every week, we bring you inspiring entrepreneurs who have transformed their lives by stepping into the digital space. And today, we have an amazing guest who proves that turning passion into profit is absolutely possible.
Yes. Hi, welcome back once more. Today's theme, it's turning passion into profit, the journey from dream to digital business. So if you've ever wondered whether your passion can become a business, this episode is for you. Our guest today is Ugochi, originally from Nigeria, now residing in Ontario, Canada. She's a dedicated mom, a research specialist, and a thriving digital entrepreneur. So she's here to tell you about her inspiring journey.
Absolutely. So before we dive in today, let's just take a moment for gratitude. We love gratitude, right? We
Yeah.
love giving thanks for everything, all the abundance that surrounds us, right? So today we are really grateful for the ability to turn what we love into something impactful. The digital world has given us opportunities that past generations never had. The chance to really build businesses around our passions, to reach people across the globe, and to create financial freedom on our own terms. So that's something truly incredible.
Mhm.
Welcome again to Behind Borders Ugochi, and thank you for accepting our invitation. Can you introduce yourself and tell us a little bit about your background, please?
Yeah, thank you very much for having me on this program. Like
Welcome.
Vanessa said earlier, I'm a wife, a mom, dedicated mom, and I will also say I'm a mompreneur. Even though I have a 9 to 5 work, I'm a research specialist, but I believe that I needed something more. And that was how I ventured into the world of digital marketing. And I'm happy I did. I'm originally from Nigeria and now residing in Canada, Ottawa precisely.
No, yes, wonderful.
Can you
So I
share?
just Mhm.
Okay.
Go
Can
on,
you share
Omar, go on.
one thing that you are grateful for today, Ugochi, with us?
Yeah, I cannot even begin to explain how far I've gone. You know, sometimes we feel that we know it all, we are okay where we are. But since venturing into this business, the digital world has been a beautiful space to explore. And ordinarily, you wouldn't see me doing what I'm doing right now because I'm somehow a little bit conservative. I need to stay in the background, but look at me. I can, confidently come out and, not only share my stories. And if you go to my page, I'm doing a lot of things, doing reels. So this journey has actually opened up so many things for me, and I've been able to improve and work on myself. If not for anything, aside the financial benefits, there are just so many things that I'm grateful for. Even getting to know people like you is
Thank you.
having it.
Thank you. Yes, I agree. Because even since I started too, like I'm definitely getting out of my comfort zone. And like you said, look at me. I'm alive right now, So, yes,
Yeah.
so many things to learn and grow from.
Mhm.
So, I have the first question for you. How did you discover that your passion could be turned into a successful digital business?
Great question. I always like to talk about this. I'm going to share something that is very funny but interesting. And I'm sure many of us in diaspora, all the moms out there can relate to my story not just moms anyway. Please know that this is just one of my reasons. It's not all. So I've always wanted to have my own business. I'm actually an entrepreneur by heart. So I've always wanted to look for more. It has always been my dream. And coming to Canada as an immigrant, it seems to make it harder, especially when you're doing 9 to 5, trying to set up something by the side can be quite challenging. But as an immigrant, really we have a lot to do, juggling family and the work. That takes almost everything from you. So at the moment, you find that they are just, cruising. But something happened. One day, I got my pay. Usually, when you get your pay, you're excited, right? But I got my pay. That day, I did not even remember, that I was supposed to get my pay. It was my husband that asked me, you got your pay. I'm not just saying anything. I was like, oh my God, it's true. Now, the question is, why did I not even remember that I was paid? Simple. The bills after your pay is so much that as it's coming from the door, is actually going out through the window. So you don't even have it. It's not enough to take care of yourself, talk less of people back home. So that is when it hits me. I had to find something else besides getting another job, having to work like 2 to 3 jobs. And now went back to my passion. That passion was trying to be independent, work for myself. So at least I can know that all the power that I'm expending is for me. So I began searching for something, and I came across this digital business, and that was my turning point. Realizing that internet wasn't just a space for sharing, but it's a marketplace for unique ideas and creativity. So I got to see a webinar by my coach. I watched it, and here I am today, rocking the business forward in the community.
Wonderful.
Great. Wow. That's where so powerful, Ugochi.
Yeah.
A lot of people have passions, but they struggle to see how to turn them into something profitable.
Mm-hmm.
And for the longest time, I believe that success means following a traditional path. Getting a good education, working hard, and building a stable career. And I did just that as an accountant. But deep down, I always knew that I wanted more time for my kids, more flexibility, and the freedom to create a future on my own terms. And when I came across this digital business, it felt like a light bulb moment for me, and it realized that my skills, my experience, and passion for helping others could be turned into something greater. And the best part was that I didn't need to start from the scratch, because this business provided with provided us with tools, step-by-step training, and an incredible support system to help me succeed. And let's say what truly confirmed it for me was seeing other professionals just like me, moms, doctors, nurses, teachers, using this business model to create a second stream of income
Absolutely.
while we are still doing what we love. Yeah. So that's when I knew that passion alone isn't enough. So you need the right vehicle to turn it into a profitable and sustainable business. And this was for me. But also,
Yeah.
your story is a proof that with the right mindset, support, and training, anyone can build a successful online business. So I think it's so inspiring to see how you've been able to make a real impact with your business while staying aligned with your purpose. Thank you. Truly motivating. Thank you.
Yeah.
Now, let's continue to the second question. What were the biggest fear and obstacles you faced when starting? And how did you push through them?
Wow, there are plenty of others. Nobody ever said it was going to be easy. And nothing good comes easy. Once you know that, you have peace. So initially my biggest fear was self doubt. Like I said, I'm not somebody that is like confident coming to the screen, always there. So I also questioned myself whether this passion of trying to establish something by the side, will succeed. I also struggled with the technical side of things like marketing and automation. It felt overwhelming at the initial stage because you have to read a lot. This is a whole new field. So,
Yeah.
however, I took small, consistent steps, which is actually, what is really important. So I
Mhm.
invested time in learning through the online courses that we have. You will agree with me that our online courses are so amazing with the
Yes.
videos taking you almost like guiding you by the hand, taking you from step to step what you need to do. And
Yeah.
of course,
Mhm.
the community, you see a lot of people, professionals from all walks of life, coming just to share their knowledge, things
Mhm.
that ordinarily you would pay so much, to learn. And then um, I also connected with, the mentors who had been in my shoes, who had gone through this process before, and their advice was really priceless. And that is the power of, hanging around like-minded people. So
Mhm.
most importantly, I also embraced failure as a learning opportunity. Sometimes people think that when you fail, that's it, you become a failure. But it is important to learn from those mistakes of
Yes.
failure. I actually look at it that every mistake, it actually taught me something new and pushed me closer to a sustainable business model. So the secret, like you mentioned earlier, is cultivating the right mindset.
Mindset.
Yeah.
So
Mhm.
remember, that is what I always tell myself. Every obstacle is just a stepping stone if you have the right mindset and support, which we do.
Yes.
It's true.
That's definitely relatable.
Mhm.
Sometimes we,
Wow.
yeah.
Yeah, I love it. I love that you touched on failure. A lot
Mhm.
of times, like you said, people really think that when they fail, like that's the end of it. But failure is not
Mhm.
final, right? And if we actually look at all the successful people around the world and you hear their stories, you discover that they failed so many times along their
Mhm.
way to success. So failure, like you say, it's an opportunity to really learn from your experience, right?
Exactly.
So, yeah, I mean, what you shared is so relatable. You talked about fear as well. Fear and obstacles are a part of any big step in life, right? But
Mhm.
pushing through them is what really makes the difference. So
Mhm.
the great thing about this business, you mentioned it as well, the amazing training, the mentorship that we have, and we have a huge community that supports us every step of the way as well.
Yeah.
And that's
Yes.
just amazing. We have that amazing support. All right. Yeah,
Yeah.
Vanessa.
Exactly.
It just so happened yesterday I did a live and it was attitude is everything. So it's just that, we just always have to try to maintain a positive mental
Attitude.
attitude.
Yeah.
Yes. To get, through
All right.
business and life. Yes. So I have another question for you, Ogochi. How do you stay aligned with your passion while also making strategic business decisions?
Hmm. Well, it's all about balance.
True.
My passion is the heart of my balance. The desire to be free, especially financially, to set up, something by myself. So that is what drives me every day. But I also understand that a successful business requires strategic planning. So this is how I manage and strike a balance. So first of all, I stay true to my why. I
Mhm.
constantly remind myself why I joined this digital business. So that emotional connection keeps me grounded, even when I have to make some tough decisions. And the
Mhm.
second thing is that I set clear boundaries. I dedicate, specific times for creative work, to work on my business. And then uh, other times for and to analyze and strategize, know what is working and what is not working. And so the separation ensures that one doesn't overwhelm the other, because I can't do everything at the same time. Like today, I woke up and I told myself, look at the things I want to accomplish today. I know I have a life coming this evening. There was no need to do life in the morning. I
Hmm.
now have to work on other things. So I try to keep things at their place so that I don't overwhelm myself. And finally, I do a regular review. So I periodically evaluate my business goals to ensure they align with my passion. And if something feels off, I recalibrate, And in my business, I try to integrate passion with data-driven strategy, not just, what comes to my mind. I need to, factual things that are real. So proving that truly you can do both creative and strategic without compromising each other. So that's how I've remained balanced.
It's such a great balance. Yeah, thank you. Because many people think that passion alone is enough, but as you said, having the right strategies in place is what leads to long-term success.
Mhm.
So, yeah, I believe with our system that provides us the tools and the training and support, we don't have to choose between our careers or our dreams because we can have both. Yes. So, yeah, I always say that this is more than just a business for us. It's a path to creating a legacy while living a life that truly aligns with who you are. So, thank you for sharing your insights. It's truly inspiring. Thank you.
Absolutely. Like there's so many people out there who, are passionate about different things, whether that is like traveling or helping people. And, they have their jobs and, they don't really feel fulfilled in that. And they're wondering how they could actually make a change so that they could actually integrate both, right? And have that balance.
Yeah.
So I do have a question for you that I want you to share with the audience again, Ugochi.
Okay.
So for those who are watching today,
Mhm.
that have a passion but they don't know like where to
What?
start, what would you say are the first three steps that they should take in 2025?
Amazing. I'm glad you asked that, actually. So, for the viewers out there, seriously, if you have a passion, and this is just the beginning of the year, usually people uh, they have things they set out to accomplish in the year. So it's still good enough to start now. So, if you have a passion burning right inside you, but you feel stuck, like it happened to so many of us at the starting line, here are three essential steps that you can take to help. The first one is learn to define your unique value proposition. What does this mean? Just simply identify what makes your passion unique. We all have something that is unique about us. You can ask yourself, what can I offer that no one else has? So this daily, thinking, we all have something to offer, will be the foundation of our digital business, especially when it comes to, reaching out to your audience, the people you want to come be your business partners. And then the second one, invest in learning digital tools and marketing strategy. Just like I mentioned before, it goes without saying that we need a form of marketing strategy and as well as learning digital tools. I'm going to, use an example. Recently, we've started doing some challenges in our community, like 90-day reels challenge, go live, 90-day go live. I'm doing all of those things. Sincerely speaking, I had my Facebook all this while, and for years and years, I don't even post anything. But these days, I get to post 2, 3 times with, content that I believed that are useful. So I'm really surprised at myself. So let us invest in digital tools and, learn some marketing strategies. That's going to help. And finally, take action with a proven system. So instead of waiting to build a system from the scratch, the advice there is take advantage of a system, our system that is, that has been tested and proven. It only makes sense to join those who are thriving in this virtual economy and are committed to showing you how you can do that so you don't get left behind. Remember, action breeds confidence and progress. So, by following these steps, you will set the stage to turning your passion into a thriving digital business. So, just take that step, and the sky is only a stepping stone.
Definitely. Great advice. The first step is always hard,
Yeah.
but the main thing is acting, getting started is what separate, dreamers from doers. And of course, with the resources like the complimentary webinar, the mentorship programs, the done for you system, there's really no reason, to wait. So there's
So
Yeah.
if I
time.
may add, the viewers watching can all see our pictures with our names and website. So what they really need to do is, click on any of the websites, watch a 90-minute webinar, which is actually the first step that all of us took. That is the first step that you need to take, not just later, now.
Yes.
Yes, and I wanna echo what you said, Ugochi. You said action breeds confidence and progress, right?
Yeah.
And I love that. I love that you said that. We've had an amazing and incredible conversation today. Ugochi, I want to thank you so much for really sharing your journey with us and inspiring so many of us.
You're
Your story
welcome.
really shows that turning passion into profit isn't just a dream, right? It's
Mhm.
reality when you take action.
Sadly.
So, for everyone watching, um, remember that your passion has value, right? You don't need to have everything figured out. You really just need to take that first step, like Uguchi says. On the screens we have our names, our websites. So take action. Visit one of our sites and get registered there, and take our free offer and see if this is gonna be a fit for you. Right, Vanessa?
Definitely.
Yes, and if this episode inspired you, don't forget to follow us, to like, to share with someone who would need to hear this, who you think might need to hear this. And of course, join us next Sunday for another episode of our Beyond Borders interview. Sorry, of our interview series, Beyond Borders. So until then, stay inspired and keep believing in your dreams.
Yeah, so as usual, we want to leave you with our closing quote. Uh, so,
Allow your passion.
wrong thing. There we go. Allow
Yeah.
your passion to become your purpose, and it will one day become your profession. And that's by
Profession.
Gabriel
Yeah.
Burt.
Definitely.
So thank you all for joining us
Thank you.
as
All right.
usual.
Thank you
Thank you.
so
Bye. Have a
much.
wonderful
Bye,
evening.
everyone.